Mighty Zeus, God of lightning and thunder, reveal thyself! Hey, you're supposed to be a myth. Alright, today I'm jumping into the swirling mists of myths, where the gods can be a little touchy. From the Greek word mythos, myth means story or word. Storytellers use myths to explain the wonders of Mother Nature, power struggles over who was in control of things, and the virtues of wisdom, purity, and love, as they were told and retold from generation to generation. Many are filled with tales of supernatural gods and goddesses, ruling nature and the heavens and overseeing the clash of good and evil. Myths are part of the genre of folklore, and like all folklore, there's never one correct version. Each retelling is slightly different, and therefore correct in its own way. Myths have several key characteristics. Their purpose is to explain the natural world and how it came to be. Myths seek to answer life's fundamental questions. Why are we here? Who are we? What is our purpose? The setting is usually different from our own, set apart from the human world. In Greek mythology, the gods lived on Mount Olympus, a mountain that was nearly impossible for humans to reach. The characters often appear as gods, goddesses, or supernatural beings that are related to each other or are connected by some event. The plot involves conflict between the human world and the world of gods and goddesses with mysterious events that bend or break natural laws. Finally, you'll notice that myths use opposites, light or dark, good or bad, beautiful or ugly, that we must try to make sense of. Origin myths are one type of myth. They explain to the reader or listener how the world and people came to be. The stories have tried to answer wondrous questions like how the sun and moon got into the sky and how people were made for countless cultures, from the Mayan Indians and Inuit to the Chinese and Peruvians. Nature myths, or pourquoi stories, are simple stories that are common in African, American Indian, and West Indian culture. Pourquoi is the French word for why. So pourquoi tales explain the whys of nature. Why seasons change, why clouds are in the sky, why animals are a certain color, and why some animals got their tails. These stories were told to make the world seem a little less scary, even if the tales weren't exactly true. Hero myths depict heroes and heroines on glorious adventures guided by the gods and engaging in battles to save the universe from fearsome monsters. The best-known hero myths come from the Greeks, Romans, and Norwegians. But like all myths, they're found all over the world. Greek myths developed from the Greeks' belief that the gods and goddesses controlled the universe. Greek gods could do anything the humans could, but on a mightier scale. Zeus was the most powerful. He controlled the weather and ruled over all the other gods and goddesses on Mount Olympus, and all the humans that lived around it. The Romans soon adopted the Greek gods, but changed their names to make them their own. Zeus was renamed Jupiter. Both Greek and Roman myths feature individual heroes who meet strange monsters, like Medusa, the centaurs, or a cyclops, on adventures where they experience difficult tests, hard-fought victories, and disappointing losses. Some are even mushy love stories. The tales taught listeners how to live their own lives. These stories influenced everything about Greek and Roman culture, from art and architecture to music and daily life. Norse myths are similar to those of the Greeks and Romans, but they're set in the cold, rugged climate of Northern Europe. Life in Norse myths is a constant struggle against the cruelty of nature and the powerful gods and monsters that ruled the harsh land. Here, you'll find a land full of trolls, frost giants, vicious wolves, and magic hammers. If you read carefully, you'll find that these myths are still influencing us today. Look up into the night sky. Many of our constellations are named for these gods and goddesses. Did you know that our weekdays, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, were named for the Norse gods Tyr, Woden, and Thor? And Friday is named for the Norse goddess Freya. Myths are pretty amazing. Check them out. Because folklore is so closely tied to different cultures, countries, and value systems, it's shelved in the non-fiction section of the library. You'll find origin and pourquoi tales in the 398s. Greek, Roman, and Norse myths are found in the 290s. But if you can't find what you're looking for, be sure to ask your librarian. Now I better jump out of here before Zeus comes back, or that crazy-looking Cyclops shows up.